connected to each other. I mean, okay, it's not small, but it's not large, especially during the camp session when almost 600 teenagers are on the island. The teenagers are there, the adults organizing the whole camp, the camp counselors, guest speakers that come and talk to the teenagers are there, and there's a lot of action going on. With these teenagers, they've got energy. Even after a full day, jam-packed itinerary, they're like, we gotta play some games at night. They would have these little dance parties. This is a time where Justin Bieber's Baby was the hit song. You could walk by a row of tents, and more often than not, that song is playing on repeat in like at least half of the tents. Or if you sneak out of your tent after a lights out time, you might stumble upon two teenagers just groping each other on what they call the lover's path. That's what they call it. It's literally this grassy path where at some parts the grass is really tall. So if you were to lay down on the grass, it would cover your body. I mean, I guess for that reason, teenagers are like, this is a great idea to just make out in the grass and not be seen. But like, not really, because it's called the lover's path. So the odds of running into another couple that has the same exact idea as you is probably high. But when they're not trying to make out, the campgoers would come up with very unique ways to stay excited. They made Wednesday a speed dating night. Thursdays were for karaoke, and they would constantly play games with just a big group of students. Charades, tag, hide and seek, just with each other up and down this hilly island. Whoa, wait, be careful. That leads to the edge of the island. So most of the island would have cliff-like drops into the water. So like I said, it's not really a beach where you have all that sand that gently goes into the water. It's like a drop. And there's jagged rocks. So yes, summer camp is about the games that you play. And right now, there's a group of 11 teenagers laying down on the ground on the lover's path. Here, right here, shh. Lie down and pretend to sleep. Lie down and with that free. They all try to balance their bodies awkwardly on the ground. They almost pile up on each other. It's very weird. Now, if a single one of them moves, sneezes, coughs, or maybe they forgot to silence their phone and it goes off, their cover would be blown. It's a tense situation because at that point, it's not even about you. It's about you blowing the cover for 10 of your friends. I mean, the stakes are really high. One of the 11 whispers, it'll be fine, okay? Just stay like this. They can all feel the raindrops hitting their face, just big droplets of water, but they're not even flinching in the slightest. They're using all their energy to breathe in as little air as possible. Because if we're both laying in the grass, your arm is on top of my waist and someone else's leg is on top of you, every single time I breathe, your arm, that person's leg, is going to go up and then it's going to go down. None of them really know how long they're supposed to be hiding like that. I mean, I guess when the whole thing is over, right? But when is that? They're starting to get anxious. Footsteps. The footsteps are heavy, but not fast. It's almost like a marching noise. Heavy boots on the ground. One step at a time, not rushing. Whoever this is, it's interesting. They're not hiding and they're not playing dead. The group of 11 hold their breath while they hear the foot snapping the branches and twigs on the moist mud ground, and it sounds like
this is actually just pissing me off at this point.
That snap sounded like it was right next to them. One of the 11 lifts their head and looks up. They see a guy, maybe early 30s, blonde hair, blue eyes, staring straight at them. His face is empty. He doesn't even look confused. Like, why are there 11 teenagers just laying in the grass like that? He just looks like he's analyzing the situation. He slowly raises his hand, and in his hand, there is a gun. And he shoots. He fires over and over in a human pile on the grass. If one wasn't shot yet, they were underneath friends who had been shot, and their blood was soaking into them now. One boy kept begging the rest of the group, I'm dying. Please help me. I think I'm dying. Nobody could help him. They're all dying too. Out of the 11, only one would survive. 10 from that group would die. But another 59 from the island, mainly teenagers, will also be killed in the next hour. We would like to thank today's sponsors who have made it possible for Rotten Mango to support the Child Advocacy Network. I hope. Also made it possible to support Rotten Mango's growing team of dedicated researchers and translators. And we welcome you to support as we work on our mission to be worthy of public investment. Now, as always, all the things you know about RottenMango.com. There is documentary analysis based that was quite insightful. There is a hard content tracks, but probably this inside process for today's episode is a book on today's title, One of Us, featuring on his brain. Written by As Cyrus. He is this incredibly talented investigative journalist that has won numerous awards for her focus on young women's rights specifically and to make award-winning pieces. These award-winning articles were directed to the survivors in whose families and children dedicated uncounted every single layer of this really twisted, racist story. The book is incredibly well written and quite well manipulated. Just like Rod mentioned, we get through how emotional it gets and how raw it is. And additionally, we get most of our research with information or Swedish articles. So as always with impact on research, we try to make false information, miscommunicated, or any information that we may have. One big disclaimer. Today's case involves a lot of heavy subjects that I think can inevitably turn very political very quickly. There are references to domestic terrorism, racism, Islamophobia, and political opinions between who the perpetrator views as a conservative or a liberal. I know, it's a lot. Please view this at your own discretion and prioritize your health and your peace. So with that being said, let's get into it. Have you ever heard of the Eye of Providence? I mean, maybe you haven't heard of the term, but the minute that I describe it, you're going to be like, oh my god, why does that sound so familiar? Where have I seen that? I feel like I see that all the time. It is a very realistic eye inside of a triangle, and usually it has rays of light just beaming out of this triangle. It looks like this eye inside the triangle is glowing. Yes, I mean Illuminati, right? But where do you see it all the time? Like, you don't go to hang out with Illuminati people or Illuminati clubs, so where would you see this? You see it all the time.
I don't think I see it all the time, do I?
It's not too bad.
That's right. Okay.
USB. Now, technically, to a lot of people, the eye is supposed to represent the all-seeing eye of God. It's a symbol of divine providence, meaning the Creator is watching over man and all of things. There is a very it's a conspiracy.
You chill?
The Freemasons. They are one of the most for hundreds of years. But are you but for like non-college students, it's still considered where it meant from qualified to qualified numbers to go
This is an easy one for real. The person who's chasing me had like a fucking hour on the game. And the person who laughed on had 7 hours on the game. And I have 11 days. I mean, I'm wanting it because at first the kill was being chill, but then they ended up killing the tar and then putting me a lot. Because I got in the way of the gashing wound while fighting. Yeah, this is easy. One hit as Deucifer, last man standing, versus fucking Pumpkin Jason, and it's one of the easiest things I've ever done. You know what? Fuck it! Fuck it!
The secrets of the order. Breaking secrets.
Oh, survivors now, let's go!
Is seen as a grave offense. There's rituals, ceremonies, allegedly, symbols with meanings, all of which, allegedly, according to slightly conspiratorial online redditors, are all kept a secret for a reason. I mean, why? Like, if there's nothing to hide, why would you have all these secrets? So naturally, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that come out of Freemasonry. Some believe the connection between the symbols like the Eye of Providence and the secrecy of the Freemasons, that they're performing rituals, bloody rituals. They're sacrificing humans. They're sacrificing humans. What else would they be doing? Because there's this running theory since the beginning of, I don't even know how long, probably since the beginning of the Freemasons. The Freemasons are a network of the most influential, powerful people that are pulling all the strings on a global scale. They're the people running this world. The president? It's not. Because there were 15 French presidents who were Freemasons. 15.
Really?
Yeah. So people are saying, because the Eye of Providence is their symbol, or at least it's one of their symbols, and it's on the $1 bill. What if they got it on the bill to show everyone just how powerful they are? That's still influence, and all the decisions are in their hands. All London wanted was to get into the Freemasons. And once he got in, he could carry out the rest of his plan. Kill as many kids at the summer camp as possible. That was kind of a weird kid. Get, a vibrator? Yeah. Okay, there's a woman who gets a vibrator as a gift. Now, conveniently, this is after she mentions to this guy in passing that she and her boyfriend broke up. I mean, what kind of message is he trying to send her by getting her a vibrator? How is she even supposed to react to that? And then to make matters worse,
It seemed like it was chill, to be honest. It seemed chill.
That she felt like she couldn't breathe, like she was gonna go claustrophobic. Even if she tried to inch away from him, he would just inch closer and closer and closer to her. And it always felt like any minute now, he could almost, like he was trying to, very uncomfortable situation. I guess assumption would be that his mother, right? And his mom is a vibrator.
Like, how old is this?
20.
They still talk to each other?
Sometimes he would crawl in her bed. Now, if you want people watch, the best place is at a red light. I'm serious. Okay, I think humans have yet to evolve to realize that sitting in your car does not make you invisible. Even if your windows are tinted, chances are that people can peer directly into your car and see you nestled into your nostril, picking your nose. Even just people watching and looking at the car next to you at a red light, you can usually tell whether they're in a rush or not. Are they tapping on the steering wheel, but in a sporadic way that you just know that they're not tapping along to the beat of the music, but they're late for work so they're anxious? But also, if you're in Oslo, Norway, July 22nd, 2011, there would be a lot of time for you to people watch, because traffic is jammed out. The only thing you can do is listen to music or just glance around and see if you can write everybody's backstory, because the traffic is jammed. You're not going anywhere. Walk on the road, a small little kiosk, and inside of it is a police officer. Inside of the he's wearing a full body armor, black armor, one of those police outfits. He's wearing a bald black riot helmet. So basically, light that's laying on the traffic. Normally, that's not how she or any police officer would dress or handle themselves with SWAT.
I think that's chill. Wait a minute, I'm looking for cigarette speakers from the Yeah, what the fuck do I know? The answer to that question is nothing. I know nothing.
dust. There's chaos all over the streets. When you look into that government building, the insides look completely charred. And you could have heard that explosion from 50 miles away from the center. But soon everyone in Norway, and honestly, globally, would know about this bomb. It was, first of all, a massive bomb. The bomb itself weighed more than a ton. That's about the weight of a small elephant or a hippopotamus. And it was homemade. To give you a better visual context, maybe you see this more often. You know those bulldozers that you have a singular person on construction sites working? That's about that size. But a bomb. Well, in weight, at least. Now, the fuse had a burn time of slightly over 7 minutes, which means, 1, whoever did this, they put a lot of thought into making this good. And 2, they could be anywhere at this point. The entire dispute is just literally fractal. Every construction of a building is on the ground. They would go fine. Oh, there was a woman there with a little conflict in her skull. With the building had broken up. Who hikes these? Officers in the journalist, they all said they kept waiting for someone to scream. They said it looked like a ghost. They thought a director would come out and say, just kidding, guys,
Go on, Taylor. I guess I'm well with the other shit. I guess I'm well with the other shit. I guess I'm well with the other shit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, this is. Meathead!
Cars and start driving. They're gonna drive out the family members that live on the countryside just to feel safer. They're gonna drive to the airport, which they just don't want to feel like a target. They don't know what's going on. Norway feels like it's under attack right now. Is this a terrorist attack? Who is attacking them? There's rumors that it's Al Qaeda, it's a terrorist organization. They're rushing to go pick up their loved ones and make sure they're not out and about. It's about to be even crazier. It's already standstill traffic. I mean, the drive was supposed to be very quick, much quicker, but it would take a full hour to get to the island. Officer Martin is doing his best to weave through traffic, to move faster and quicker, but time is of the essence. And it's interesting that none of the other officers have set up those roadblocks. Why not? What's everybody doing? At this rate, whoever set off the bomb is probably on their way out of Oslo and headed to their next destination, and who knows what they're capable of to get there. Once the police officer gets to the docks, he demands that a ferry come get him and take him to the island right now. It would be they're going to station police officers everywhere around the city, and the island needs to be contained. They're going to go into full lockdown mode. There's going to be 2 other officers that are going to be assisting. Very quickly, there's nothing right there. We gotta go. Yeah. The ferry comes to pick up the officer. Why are you made aware of this? Man, it's complete chaos in Oslo right now. What do you mean? The policeman gets on the ferry with a briefcase and a license. On the island, they're going to be very stressed out. They're going to be panicking if they see a white flag. suspicious? Because if they had all just looked a little bit closer, they might have realized this man's police uniform was fake. This was a fake police officer with a rifle and a briefcase filled with bullets. He had set off the bomb in Oslo, and he was now making his way to an island full of teenagers, which just leaves one question. What was this fake cop's plan for the island? The couple are staring at each other because the whole thing just feels illegal. I mean, there's no way this is real life. It's some sort of test by the foster system. The dad talks first. Excuse me? Anders' mom is just staring at them, deadpan. Yes, like I was saying, could you please just let my son touch your private parts on the weekends?
Wait. Let my son touch your private part?
Yeah, these are potential foster parents. And mom is saying, hey, can you take my son with you on the weekends? But also, please let him touch your wee-wee. I mean, this cannot be real right now. Anders is 2 years old and qualifies for him to be assigned weekend parents. So in Norway, they do things a little bit differently, but it's kind of like temporary foster care. Just foster care on the weekends. Anders' mom could see that she did not have the capabilities to care for her children on the weekends without the help of the public schools. He doesn't have the resources nor the time, so he's paired with this nice, wed couple. Anders and his mom. The first time they told me Anders, the little boy, the mom. They think the mom is weird. The mom is very, soft. She just doesn't know with her. The second time they meet, though, they thought she had lost her marbles because bonkers. His first son, Anders, could trust the foster's dad. He's not ready to play. He has no father figure in his life, and he only sees girls' crotches in the house, and he doesn't know how to get right. Yeah. She was very anxious that Anders would grow up weird without her dad. Since Anders' parents, they divorced when he was only 6 months old, his mom hardly gave no father figure. I don't think how weird it is. They were weird, and only Anders really has any parents in his life. Anders' dad was a diplomat because he gave 3 kids from a previous marriage, and Anders' mom was his nurse, helped that to his younger sister. Dark, so romantic, laundry room of their apartment complex. The two they get pregnant, so a lot of chemistry there, and the Anders talked about it. And so, it's like, for your child, just you wait. Maybe that's what Anders' mom was told by her friends. But the minute that Anders came out of her, she felt like something was wrong with him. She thought all those pain meds that I was given during birth, because I was in so much pain, it messed him up somehow. I don't know how to point it. There's something wrong with this boy.
Well, I'm not gonna leave it on you, son.
His parents get a divorce, and he went with his mom. I mean, not that he had a choice.
I'm not gonna stop you from joining, but like,
it would just be his mom, his older half sister Elizabeth from his mom's previous relationship,
Jana.
and Anders, and whichever boyfriend Anders' mom had at the time.
I suppose that's an easy lobby. I don't want people who are good at the game. Yeah. What's this? Kind of good, I guess. Right. Yellow. Cat. I'm such a sigma with my skibbity toy with Pop Tart. I don't know what stuff I'm saying, to be honest. You also got up these girls, sorry, buddy. You're after Shadowatsky. You're on us. You're supposed to hate Shadowatsky. How did that hit me? Okay, I'm ashamed that I'm getting beaten up by a person with 7 hours on the game. And I have 11 days on the game. Well, I have 11 days in this game, and this person with 7 hours is actually kind of copying me. Ah! Oh! Shadowatsky! I want safety. I'm a web way to Oh, no, he went off me. He went off me. Well, chat. Oh, 9 HP last man standing. Out of 11 days, he has 7 hours. I can do this. It's not like I'm one hit by absolutely anything, including entanglement. Definitely not. Oh, fuck me. I'm level 87 now. How am I getting caught? Not getting this blinking help, but... Hi. Jesus. Yes, of course I just could. How? This isn't a private, by the way, dude. It's just a small lobby. And I joined. Okay. But then I'd have to leave an IG, and I don't know these people in the server, so I wouldn't be able to rejoin the server. Bitch. Almost one of them had me. They were like this, I think, leaving. I don't fucking know. Would you?
She said clearly something he doesn't like to play with the other kids. He never does any pretend play, which is a big red flag in children's development. You know how kids pretend to be a princess, a butterfly? If you don't do that, it is a little worrisome. It's a huge part of how they develop their brains. Yeah. Now, he never interacts with other kids. He just likes to stand on the side and observe, even at playgrounds. Even if he hurt himself very badly physically, if he tripped on cement and got a crazy road rash, he wouldn't cry. He just stare at him. And that is bizarre. His mom described him as clingy, difficult, demands a lot of attention. Oh, and aggressive and nasty. Anders' mom would
Yummy.
tell doctors there was something very normal that they diagnosed Anders with, so that she could get Anders to help, with everything. AKA, she wants to stop out his personality with medication because she thinks that he's too much. Okay, to observe and watch Anders to see if he's got any of these traits that his mom.
Oh yeah, you both had me. Anyway. So, what's your username?
To check their files to make sure that they're at the right place with the right kid. He just seemed over life as a toddler. He took no pleasure in toys. He was not curious. He does not care to do anything physical.
What is your user of name?
Emotionless, expressionless for the most part. He also was incredibly clean and tidy. He would actually have an outburst when he can't control how clean and tidy his environment is. But the good thing is,
Hello, what is your username?
Setting that was a lot more kid-friendly, he started slowly exhibiting more childish traits.
Hello?
It's like being curious, wanting to play, doing
I just went off to add you and
that his psychological state and damage was done by the environment and probably his mom, and as of right now, it could be reversed. It could be. So if we can get him to talk to him, it could be a good time. They noticed very abusive in a sense, where abusive with their son, one wasn't kind of toxic. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, and I wish you were just dead. They said that on one hand, the psychiatrist in the specialists believe that his mom had a very complicated viewpoint of men and projected that onto her own son. So it seems like even in her romantic relationships, on one hand, she absolutely needs a man in her life at all times. She needs her son in her life. On the other hand, she's incredibly skeptical and grossed out by a man's aggressive sexual tendencies, and she seems to think that Anders does that at the ripe age of 4. I mean, it was just escalating very quickly. But when they suggested that he be placed into the foster care system, his mom disagreed, and technically there was nothing that they could legally do about it. This show is sponsored by Cara. I'm the type of person who will test out every single skincare product that I hear about on TikTok. But let me tell you, that is a very expensive habit, and my skin does not like it. So recently, I went down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out which products are actually going to give me results. And that's when I realized that I am wasting so much money on products that are probably not doing anything for me. That is why I'm obsessed with Cara's ceramide supplement. I had ceramide before, and I knew that they were good for my skin, but I had no idea that you could take it as a supplement. I thought it was just something skincare brands market for their moisturizers, but what ceramides do is they reinforce your skin barrier. They help to support skin hydration and firmness, and can even help stimulate collagen production. So basically, everything I want for my skin is in this one supplement. And Care is a health and wellness company that makes really high quality supplements. Their ceramide supplement is derived from the highest quality, sustainably sourced Japanese rice. All you have to do is take a short online quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and Care will give you doctor-backed recommendations on which supplements might be the best fit for your needs. Then you can choose to get a monthly subscription, or if you want to make a commitment that fast, you can just buy one bottle to test it out. But if you do subscribe, which is what I do and I highly recommend it, you get your supplements shipped straight to your door. I used to hate having to repurchase supplements every month when they run out. This makes it so much easier. And you can even use the Care app to track how you're feeling after taking which supplement, which helps you decide what to order the next month. So I highly recommend taking the Care online test if you're someone who wants to improve your energy, skin health. They have a whole variety of highest quality options to choose from. For 50% off your first Care subscription order, go to takecareof.com. First Care subscription order.
Five people! My God!
I'm excited to write this email. Like, I can't wait to sit down and write this email, oh my goodness. But I really hate writing emails. I would spend like 40 minutes on writing email because I would literally reread it 10 times and I still don't know how to spell miscellaneous, which Grammarly does. And I trust Grammarly with all means. Grammarly is like an AI writing assistant that does all of my proofreading for me. 96% of Grammarly users say that Grammarly helps them write more intelligibly, and 93% of Grammarly premium users say it helps them get more work done. And I am one of those because Grammarly just saves you so much time. And you can things. For example, when I'm writing an email, I just make a note of how I want it to be. So I can think very cleverly and professional for the tone of my text. It's really that easy. And then Grammarly gives me suggestions on certain words or phrases that I can change. And that is it. And you can use Grammarly to help you with any kind of writing because Grammarly works across 500,000 apps and websites. Grammarly is the gold standard of responsible AI with 14 years of experience and just about every IT certification under the sun. I trust them with my entire professional career. They also have some of the highest standards when it comes to data privacy and security. Make a bigger impact at work with Grammarly. Sign up and download for free at grammarly.com/podcast. That's grammarly.com/podcast. Easier said, done. But that was when he was a kid. Later, as a teenager, a few of the neighbors, they could see the red flags in Anders. I mean, they could practically smell the red flags. Really. Walked up their home, there was would sneak into the doormat and make that such a big squishy noise. It's like if somebody opened the doormat and then a tub of water filled it up. You know that smell because there's no way it's water. It's deep. There was only one resident who would pee on all the floors, and it wasn't a family pet, it was mom.
How
are you today? Mom, she's not going to do anything.
I'm good. How are you? Yeah, it's first right. Get out! That's good to hear. Well, the real question I have for you is, are you subscribed? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, oh, that's good to hear. I'm happy that you're subscribed. Do my job? Or I'm done. Well, that's a lot. You know, my friend, he's a chance main, and he, like, is mad at me because I'm level 39 on chance, but level 41 on Dusakar. Let's do this, chat. Chat, where's your chat? Use that chat. Let's go, Dusakar LMS. I normally can't do this in normal lobby, but this is a lobby with everyone that has less than a day. Less than 8 hours everyone has, actually. Come on, it's LMS, how will that trick me? What sort of the fake shield will trick me in LMS? I'm the only Dusakar. Nice. I have level 100 007 and 7 and Caseydoezzstuff. Oh, yeah. And level 100 John Doe, Cool Kid, and 1x1. Ooh. My elite's like level 87. My noob? Fucking 31, I don't play noob that much. I mean, come on. None of this is really that hard. I say as I die, I'm joking. None of this is really that hard. Because if you think of it, everyone in the... Oh shit, someone joined yours milestone for Caseydoezzstuff and Hagward. So never mind, forget what I was going to say about everyone having less than 8 hours. This person definitely has more than 8 hours. But anyway, I'll continue. See, this is kind of easy because I have like 11 days. Do they have 11 days? I don't know. I don't fucking know because they're hiding it. I feel level 31 noob. It's raining tacos for level 100 007 and 7 and level 100 Caseydoezzstuff. I also have obviously milestone 3 Elliot, but I'm sick of playing this goofball, so I'm not going to. And people stop joining. It used to be a small lobby. What is going on? It used to be just 2 people and me. Oh, well, let's go. I only have milestone 2 on Jason, so... This should be easy. Is this easy, Dubs? Oh, it's still 2 HP. How dare you be more than 1 HP? Yeah. Yeah, so I hate you, Taff. That's a Taff. You're dead. You're dead meat. You're dead meat, Taff. I'm going to fucking murder you, Taff. Sigma. I'm not that good as Jason, but luckily this isn't a lobby of bunch of good people, so... The only good person is my friend who joined recently, and the milestone for Caseydoezzstuff. My friend didn't even load in time to actually be in the match, so I don't have to deal with them. That's chance. Jesus, okay, finally, the milestone for Caseydoezzstuff. I only have 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play with you. I'm bad as Jason, so I might be cooked. Never mind, chat. I might not be cooked. Actually, I don't know. I'm not cooked. I'm not cooked at all. Oh, it's kind of easy. To be honest, I expected better. Okay, well, I still hit you, so at least that's something. Chance, keep gambling, buddy. Keep gambling. Keep gambling, I fucking dare you, buddy. I'm gonna hit you right now. I'll hit you in a second. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm kind of getting cooked here. Wait. I wanted to kill you on beehive for extra XP, but fuck it.
Did you just hear that, right? Did you hear that? It sounds like fireworks. God, maybe someone had thought it'd be hilarious to light a firework.
This person joined. Jesus Christ.
Okay?
People need to stop joining. For a low-key crash out.
Set up already so that the kids can learn what it's like in the war zone to have these unexpected attacks.
Get out! Bro needs to get out. Bro needs to get out of the house. Get out of the room. Get out of the place. I'll be 2-time. I'll be 2-time, yeah. Look, I'll just be 2-time, yeah.
They just see people screaming and running, so they're running. Wait, what are you doing right now? It's an obstacle course with all the tents and bonfires using your rain boots. If you trip, you might die. The confused kids keep running and running and asking questions. What the hell is going on right now? Why are you running? Nobody would respond, but eventually they would all run past a body.
No, it's a YouTube video. I just started listening to a YouTube video on my phone while playing. As a milestone too, I'm pretty insane by that. By whatever the fuck that was. I'm not here. I said I wasn't here. Okay, good. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Targeter. Thank God I'm not the one being targeted. Oh, I'm trying to stop! Ah! Shit. I tried to do a backstab. They turned around! Why did you turn around? Why did you turn around? Why would you ever turn around? Even if I stab you, still won't have enough. Okay, well, shit! I'm fucked then.
She's starting to lose feelings in her arms.
That was horrible. I did shit. I actually did shit.
She currently has a job in Oslo, and her dad works as a...
That might be the worst I've ever done this 2 times.
She has no clue what route he takes for work, and then what happened if you were to be in front of the van when it exploded, what then? Thankfully, he picks up the letter note and his dad hopes that he's gonna make it into work, he's gonna be okay. Elizabeth just feels this weight lift off her shoulders. She can go find her older sister and tell her that her dad was stressing them out for no reason. He forgot to unsilence his phone, that's why he didn't pick up, but he's fine. She has no idea where her older sister Catherine is, though. That was 10 minutes. This time she's on the phone with her dad, and she's not talking. He's just so high, and she won't respond. He probably but it's no fun because there's about the bomb has been off there. Not talking to my
Now it's back to 4 people. That's nuts. Any clothes? No clothes. Fucking lucky me, ain't that right? Yeah. It's probably about 6 hours. This person has 56 minutes. That is perfect. That's 2 hours. Fun fact, my alt has more hours than user. Which is insane. My alt is 10 hours and I'm very fucking playing it. Are you even here anymore, bro? No, you're not. Of course you're not. Why would you be? I guess I won't be on the ship. I guess I won't be on the ship. I guess I won't be on the ship. The shit won't we? I guess I won't we? Well, I stabbed him somehow, but I didn't backstab him, which was my ultimate goal. So that's what is not. I know. Oh shit! Okay. sunshine on you. How did that not hit? How did that not hit now? That dagger hit. How did that not hit? How did that dagger not fucking hit? This makes no sense! And this game is rigged!
He shot a girl mid-street. He fired into her mouth. Her skull shattered, but her lips remained unharmed. The bullet did not graze anywhere on her lips. He's basically bragging that his aim was good. He also would later report that he shot people's heads, and they would all sort of let out this exhale. He thought that was interesting. He said it didn't happen all the time, but most of the time it did, and he never read about that anywhere, nor was it depicted in the movies. There are reports, though, that after he aimed and shot someone, he would let out a quick little whoop or a cheer. And even then, there was still a lot of chaos in the air. Obviously, nobody knew how many shooters there were, or if he was the only one, or if there were other officers on the island. Everyone was confused. Is he a real cop? Is he not a real cop? Near the middle of his spree, he would get tired of checking every nook and cranny in the grass and the buildings he was in. Out of their hiding spot to see him in his police uniform with a police badge on his shirt. All the one night, Marcy would hesitate to get up and walk from the area of the grass with her up to the big room.
I should never go full backstab again. Jesus Christ, matey. That didn't hit me. I think that did hit me. Jesus fucking Christ! How insane could you be?
She opened her eyes. Why would I go to that? And she said that she kept thinking about two things to keep herself awake and distracted. One, she had to think about Harry Potter. He read all the books in class and spent all of the time to be ashamed she left the series of deep. And two, there was this guy in her class. He was a total douchebag, and she never told him he was a douchebag. And she said, so now, unless I go and tell him he's a douchebag, he's gonna live his whole life not knowing that he's an ultimate douchebag. So she had to stay alive for that. Anders did spare a few of the kids. One was this little boy. I believe he was there with his parents, and Anders believed that he was too young to know any better, too young to have a choice on whether or not he was at a camp like this. So he spared the little boy, but also he needed some more bullets. But he also spared 21-year-old Adrian. Adrian, in the beginning, when he first heard the firework-like noises, he did not believe that someone was hunting them. I mean, as of right then, this just doesn't make sense. It's kind of ludicrous. The idea of someone coming onto the island and shooting at them in Norway, where it has one of the lowest murder rates, like, people don't just shoot people in Norway. That's crazy. Adrian thinks genuinely, like, someone in the camp is trying to have a sick joke right now. And even though his brain is having a very hard time processing everything that he's heard, his body's reacting. He is half crouched, hidden behind a tree, and all around him he can feel more teenagers crouching and waiting to see what's the best next step. Everyone but the girl is right. She had been in the showers the whole time. She had no idea that her friends were being hunted and murdered in the woods. She didn't hear the gunshots. She was in the shower. She's walking out of the bathroom, and all the other students are holding their breath because she's on the phone and walking straight towards the guy with the gun. The man starts walking straight towards her too. He doesn't speed up or slow down. He just walks at a leisurely pace, and he looks like he's intrigued. Like they're just strangers that are about to pass each other on a hike. But when they're a few feet away from each other, the girl looks up and her whole body tenses. There's just something so unsettling about this whole situation. Why is there a police officer on the island, and why is he holding a gun, and why is he looking at her?
And there's nobody around.
There is, but they're hiding. Her whole body tenses, and she instinctively takes a few steps back. And the students in the grass see the man lift his right hand and shoot her straight in the head. And she is dead. That is when Adrian realized, this is not a prank. This is very real.
Hello.
Adrian and the
Hi, you're back. I was trying to add you earlier.
They jump off the cliff into the water. They start throwing themselves into the water, under the water.
You like that because you rough.
He can't see where they are, and maybe if he can, the bullet can't reach them that quickly and won't have the same amount of damage since bullets travel slower due to the density of the water. So Adrian is knees deep in water when he looks to his side and he makes direct eye contact with the barrel of the gun. And it feels like multiple Mississippis have passed. Time is slow. He imagines his parents and their cute Australian shepherds just showing up to his grave, and he's thinking, what a shit way to die. That's what he was thinking in that moment. And he looks up and he screams, don't shoot!
Novinke_emo1.
But he instinctively closes his eyes, waiting for the impact of the bullet. What does being shot feel like? I mean, I guess he's gonna find out, right? But when he opens his eyes, the man has lowered his gun and is stepping away from the trees. What the hell? Is his gun jammed? But then he hears two more shots ring out almost immediately. The man, Anders, would later say he did not kill Adrian because Adrian looked like a conservative rather than a liberal. What? Anders had a manifesto titled 2083, A European Declaration of Independence. The whole thing is 1,500 pages long. 1,500 pages, not words, pages long. And when he's done, he had a plan to email it to over 1,000 people before he committed his crime, which he did. The manifesto was emailed out to like an email list before he committed the crime, before he bombed the government building.
On the list.
A lot of them were neo-Nazis that he met on a forum that he was collecting their emails, but also they would include Norwegian politicians and journalists. The whole dragging 1,500 pages of the manifesto are just him critiquing Norway, Norway's Labour Party, multiculturalism. I mean, nothing he says is revolutionary, eye-opening, even thoughtful, or remotely correct. Most of the pages are littered with historically inaccurate, rambling rants of someone who thinks that they know more than everybody else. Also, it's just filled to the brim with hatred. Basically, he's a raging racist. Most of his hatred is aimed towards anyone that is Muslim. He really hates Muslim people. He thinks that they're immigrating too frequently to Norway, and they're going to secretly all of the Norwegian women and take over.
Well, we do mayhem
He
instead.
thinks that they're immigrating to his country because this random good-for-nothing civilian owns the country. In the manifesto, we do get a diary of how he's planning on committing the bombing and shootings. He even writes about his steps to get there and how he's been planning this for years. And something very unsettling to note, the way Anders talks about the plan.
Do you want to play New Mayhem is what I'm asking.
There is no sense that he understands these are real lives. Not saying that he doesn't know right from wrong, but like he's such a narcissist, he does not believe that other people's lives mean anything. This is his world and we're all just living in it, is the tone that he uses. He also emphasizes the importance of bringing water with you on a trip like this to get the mission completed so you don't get dehydrated. The way that he describes his future movements, his plans, is almost like he's playing a violent video game. He also rants heavily in the manifesto about the new Norway and how it's become a place where women come in and they just take men's power. He said it's so hard to find a suitable female to marry because all the women in Norway are just so liberal and they would make horrendous housewives, which is why when he was younger in his 20s, you know, he was a bit more into the idea of getting married and having a traditional family and a housewife. Trying to get a